Hi everybody, thank you for joining us. My name is Paula Quigley. I'm the Programs and Administration Manager for Serve, and as part of our flip-flop appeal this year, we are chatting to some of our volunteers and our partners around the world. So I am joined today by Darren Hennelly, who is our Development Officer in Mazabuka in Zambia. He's been there since January last year, so January 2020. So he's been there about 15 months now. So over to you, Darren.
Thanks, Paula. Yeah, as you said, about 15 months. So it's been an interesting time, but the time has flown. The time has really flown by. A very challenging but rewarding experience. And, you know, I think if anybody ever got an opportunity to do something similar, to jump at the opportunity if you can.
So we have a few questions that we want to ask you today. So I'll just fire them at you. So you're in Mazabuka since January last year. So can you tell me what the biggest learning of your experience volunteering with Serve so far?
Yeah, I think that's, it's a simple answer, because the one thing I still struggle with is the cultural difference. Even though you're prepared for it, you're aware of it, and people all over the world do essentially the same thing, but just in a different fashion. So here the pace is slightly different, it's slower, they have a different way of getting things done, the concept of time. I think if I was here for 10 years, I'd probably still struggle with the culture, with that cultural aspect. So, for me, I probably try to work in parallel to it, and try to keep doing my things in the Irish fashion, or the European, the way the Western world works, fighting against it rather than working with it. So, I think it takes a toll. Certainly takes a mental toll when you're trying to do that. So if I was to start again, or if I was to advise anybody else, it would be to just let yourself in, let the culture take you over. Say, okay, this is the way things are done here. It's not so much about imposing your own Western values on Africa or here in Mazabuka. It's more about just saying, okay, I'll do certain things my way, but otherwise this is the way work gets done here, and you just have to go with the flow.
We had volunteer groups lined up to go out to you as well during the year last year, so unfortunately we had to cancel those, which was a real pity. So just to explain, you're working in the Assumption Parish in Mazabuka in Zambia, and that's our partner. But there's loads of different organisations and initiatives that you've been working with since you've got there as well, which is great. So could you tell us a bit about your observations and experiences of Serve's role in the Assumption Parish?
Yeah. Look, I suppose, as if anybody knows about Serve's role here in Mazabuka, it's kind of been on and off for a few years, but this project, I guess, is quite new to come here and to be sort of full-time partners with Assumption Parish and the various other partners in the region. So there is there's Assumption Parish here where I stay, the so-called St. Paquita's, and there's a youth centre, a gym, there's a garden, as in a community garden. You have the Leabalola primary school just behind us. You have Flamboyant Special School. We work with St. Patrick's Secondary School, Luca Villa Arts Centre. So there's lots of different elements to the partnership. So it's been quite busy, hectic at times. But the experience here is that although Serve have been here before, we're trying to set out, I suppose, a concrete partnership. So it's been challenging, but as I said at the start, it's been very rewarding also. And it's trying to get, I suppose, for the future, trying to get something in place where you can have a sustainable growth within the youth centre, within the parish, to help these people, to just sort of, I suppose, further what they're already doing, or what they don't have, what they're trying to do and what they don't have access to. So like workshops, various workshops, like leadership workshops and skills training
as well.
Which is hoped. Yes, to get all of them things off the ground. I mean, these people here know, as everybody does, they know what they need. It's just access to it.